Welcome to our podcast, where today we're diving into one of the most intriguing mysteries in American history, the legend of DBCooper.
That's right. It all began on a rainy Thanksgiving Eve in 1971, when a man walked into the Portland International Airport. He was dressed in a dark suit, carrying no luggage, and somehow exuding an air of calm.
And little did anyone know, this quiet man would soon become infamous for committing the only unsolved skyjacking in American history. He bought a one-way ticket to Seattle under the name Dan Cooper.
After taking his seat, he lit a cigarette and ordered a bourbon and soda. What a way to set the scene, right? But then, things took a dramatic turn.
Exactly! Shortly after takeoff, Cooper handed a folded note to a flight attendant, who initially thought it was just a phone number.
But when he leaned in and whispered, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb," everything changed.
Inside his briefcase were wires and cylinders, enough to convince anyone he meant business. With calm demands for $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes, he maintained a polite demeanor throughout. It's remarkable how he managed to keep the passengers in the dark about the danger they were in. When the plane landed in Seattle, he exchanged hostages for the money and parachutes. And then came the pivotal moment. Cooper instructed the pilots to take off again. This time they were heading toward Mexico at low altitude and slow speed.
That was the perfect setup for his escape. He walked to the rear of the plane, money strapped to his body, and then he jumped into the night.
No one saw him fall. No one heard him scream. He simply vanished into the storm, leaving behind nothing but mystery and a missing $200,000.
And the search that followed was massive. The FBI launched an investigation that spanned decades, questioning hundreds of suspects, from ex-military to recluses.
Every inch of wilderness along the flight path was scoured, but there was no trace of Cooper. That was until a young boy found $5,800 of the ransom money 9 years later.
And that discovery raised even more questions. Did Cooper die during the fall? Did he plant the money to mislead investigators?
Or could he have escaped and lived quietly? Over the years, countless people have claimed to be DBCooper, each confession crumbling under scrutiny.
The theories surrounding him are endless. Some believe he was a skilled paratrooper, while others think he died in the wilderness.
And a few still hold on to the belief that he survived, watching as the world obsessed over his legend.
In 2016, the FBI officially closed the case, admitting they may never know who Cooper was, where he landed, or whether he survived.
But the mystery endures, doesn't it? He pulled off a hijacking without harm, vanished in front of authorities, and committed a perfect crime.
No motive, no past, and no future. Just a man who stepped into an airplane and jumped into legend.
So as we wrap up, let's reflect on the key question that still echoes through history. Who was DBCooper? A mastermind? A ghost? Or simply a man who wanted to disappear?
Until the truth surfaces, the skies will always belong to the mystery of Cooper's fall. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in our next episode.